So I'm here with Clare Rose, who has a window exhibition in July. They're beautiful paintings. Claire, would you like to tell us about your work?
Yeah, I've been asked by Canvas to do a series of figurative works, and these are the results. They come from my walks around the village and around Pembrokeshire. And yeah, they're sort of trying to catch hold of the spirit of that moment. I'm a studio painter. I do sketching and photographs outside, work from many photographs, many sketches, and get back into the studio as soon as after my walk is done to start painting.
Excellent. Would you like to talk us through each picture?
So this is called This Way to the Sea. This is number 5. I've been working on many of my walks around Pembrokeshire that feature the sea. I frequently walk from St Dogmiles to Poppet and Munt. So there are a few of these. There are 5 in the series so far, but I'm sure there'll be more. This one is above St Dogmiles, going out towards the Croft Road, and you can see there's Cardigan Island in the very far distance. So this is another one in the series of This Way to the Sea. Again, this is a walk going out of St Dogmiles towards Cardigan. You take a right-hand turn, and it's up above beautiful cornfield. I worked on this one for 4 months, and in that time the landscape changed quite dramatically, and you could see it started off quite starkly, and then as the season wore on, we got the cow parsley froth, the field turned from green to gold, and the oak started to come into flower. Tried to catch the heat and that joyous feeling of spring and early summer. This is Beechwood Walk, another one of my lockdown walks from my home. It's about a 5-mile, 4.5-mile walk in total. This one is the track leading up to Pant Saeson farm and manor house. The derelict building on the left is a little coach house, I believe, that is now in rack and ruin. But this is an amazing beechwood. The ground is covered with beechnuts and beechnut husks. And at this time when the light changes, it's just extraordinary. You get this cathedral light coming through. And the early greens are almost yellow, really, rather than green. So there's quite a lot of work in this one as well. Trying not to make it too pretty is quite hard because it's very pretty. But I hope I've caught that moment, those few weeks when the leaves are bright yellow and the light is golden. This is Cardigan Marsh Sky, another one of my lockdown walks, where I actually drive into Cardigan and walk from under the bridge through to the wildlife park. The little points of light are the little hides amongst the marshes, which become invisible when the sun is off them. The skies are just amazing there, and I love that you can see the curve of the earth. And it's an early spring, early summer day, late spring, early summer day. Just trying to capture that sort of transient, the movement of the sky, the movement of the light through the clouds, and the shadows that the clouds make upon each other as well as on the ground. It's a really joyful place, and I hope that comes through in this painting. This one is called Skylark in the Rain, and this is going towards a more abstract approach. A lot of my work is going much more towards the abstract, quite unbidden, something that happens, I think, when you've been working for 30 years. Things have to change and you have to try and progress. And I'm trying to get a sense of space and distance from the front of the canvas to the back of the canvas. And I think I have succeeded in some parts, and less in others. But the skylark isn't evident in this painting. You can only hear it. This is spring hedge, and it might not seem one of the most obvious things to depict, but I love our Pembrokeshire hedgerows at all seasons of the year. And there's always a rhythm. It's almost like a music that goes through the roots and the bars and the shooting willow and ash. And it's just that joyous mixture of colour, of early saplings, and the spring sky, and the spring grass, and that dance in the foreground.